So another example for the class diagram is this is the class diagram of for college. So college has some name, college has some code, that is college code, and the methods are display method, show method, like this. And generalization, these two are child classes which was inherited by the college, that is parent class, student, and student have some attributes, that is student name, student id, right? Display method. And staff is also having some attributes, staff name, staff post. Here staff, there can be a non-teaching and teaching, correct? So here non-teaching and teaching, these are the child classes which is inherited by the super class, that is staff, having the attributes staff name, id, staff name, id. This is non-teaching and this is teaching. So here in the college, so this staff have some payment, right? So for payment, so there is a interface here, interface I payment information. Here payment can be done by cash or by net banking. So interface here for the non-teaching or both, for the teaching and non-teaching, the payment can be done by cash or net banking. So this is the class diagrams, contains classes, generalization, that is relationships, interfaces, and the collaborations. So first compartment, second compartment, third compartment. First compartment contains class name, second compartment contains attributes, that is data members, and third compartment contains member functions. So this is the library management system class diagram which is having for your lab. And these are the classes: book, librarian, transaction, member record, and the bill. See, this librarian, book, transaction, bill, member record are all associated, correct, from 1 to 1. So see here, librarian issues what? Books, and he creates transactions. And here bill, and librarian also he refers bill, and this bill is created by, this transaction refers bill, so and this bills are created by whom? Librarian. So this bill is paid by the students, and this record is maintained by the member record class, and this member record requests the books, and this book contains child classes, that is the books are characterized as journals, magazines, or any study books. So the users of library system who are members request for a book of any of these category. Based on this request request of members, librarian issues the book of this category, and this is entered in the register, that is in the transaction. So then based on the return date of the book, the fine is calculated and billing is done. So here, so in the book, so the book is categorized is of journals, magazines, and study books. So this books contains book id, author, name, price, rack number, status, edition, date of purchase. These are all the attributes the book is having, and these are all the methods, that is display book details, update the status of that particular book which was received or requested by the student or the faculty. And next, this librarian contains, the librarian is having some name and he is having some password. So these are the attributes, and he can do what functionalities? He can do a search book functionality, verify the member is valid or not, and he issues the book, and he calculates some fine. So and what he did, he will create the bill, and he also returns the book. And here in the transaction, the particular transaction, this transaction contains some id, member id, book id, date of issue and due date. Here in the transaction, the librarian will calculate the date of issue and due date. After, by calculating this, he will come to know that he has to pay the fine or not. And this contains some methods, that is create transaction. He will create the transaction and delete the transaction, and again he will retrieve the transaction method. And this bill contains bill number. In the bill slip contains mini slip. It will be a mini slip and it contains what? Bill number, date will be there, member id, who has taken the book, or who has requested the particular book, either a student or a faculty, and amount, the fine, what he has to be pay for the library, and these are the attributes. And this is the methods what the bill class will do. He will here librarian will here in the bill class, the librarian will create bill create method, and he will update that bill. If at all the faculty or a student is her due date is not valid, he will create the bill, or else he will update the bill. And here in the member record, the member has to request the book, right? So here the member can be a student or faculty. So the member id, type, date of membership, no number of book issued, maximum book limit, and name, address, phone number. So date of membership, the member will have the membership till from starting date to end date. So number of book issued, and there will be a minimum book, 4 to 5 minimum books issuing, and it contains name, address and phone number of the member. So and it contains some methods like retrieve member, increase book issue. If at all there is a minimum book issuing for 4, and there will be a chance of increasing the book issue, and decrease the book issue. If at all there is a fine, he will decrease the book issue and he will pay the bill. So I discussed the library management system class diagram, right? So here the problem statement of library management system is complex system which is having some multiple operations of maintaining registers, issuing book, calculating valid return date and fine collection process. This is the multiple operations which going to perform by the librarian manually. So all these above processes with the huge data will be tides to complete them manually. So this is complex method, complex state. So to complete the manually, so a complete automated system to automate the library function is needed. So now this is the system, which one? Then library management system. So before, in the particular library there was a manual method. So to overcome that, here we use the automated system, that is automized library functionality. So these are functionality. So this is the class diagram for this library management system, and the problems which are there in the manual system, which was there in the manual system. The first problem was difficulty in checking availability of book, and second problem was difficulty in issuing book, and third problem was difficulty in calculating return date, and fourth problem is fine calculation. So before it was manually, so by overcoming that we use the automated machine, that is a automated system, so we can overcome all this problems in the library management system. So this is the class diagram for library management system. This contains classes, child classes, associations, generalization. Yes, okay, thank you.